Have you ever found yourself in a stressful situation, unsure of how to stay calm and focused? Imagine facing adversity with a clear mind and a peaceful heart. What if there was a way to achieve that? In today's video, we'll dive into 10 powerful lessons from Stoic philosophy that can help you master your emotions and live a more peaceful, fulfilled life. Join us on this transformative journey with Wisdom Daily, as we explore ancient wisdom that can help you stay grounded no matter the challenges life throws your way. Part 1. Embrace what you can control in life, the most important thing is to realize that we can only control certain things. Stoic philosophy, especially through the teachings of Epictetus, teaches us how to distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. We cannot control the actions of others, the weather, or unexpected situations. However, we can fully control how we react to those situations. Accepting that some factors in life are beyond our control helps us reduce stress and anxiety. When you start focusing only on what you can change, such as your thoughts, actions, and emotions, you'll find yourself less influenced by things that are beyond your control. This helps you maintain calm in every circumstance. Stoic philosophy doesn't encourage resignation or giving up, but helps us focus on mastering ourselves. Each time we face a challenge, instead of worrying about elements we can't change, we should think about how we can respond in a positive and more mature way. Part 2. The power of acceptance. Accepting what cannot be changed is one of the most important lessons in Stoic philosophy, particularly through the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and philosopher. He teaches us how to approach life as a journey full of surprises, where everything can change. Acceptance in Stoic philosophy is not about surrendering or being indifferent, but about acknowledging and being content with reality. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Resisting the natural flow of life only brings turmoil and distress." This means that instead of fighting the changes and challenges that life brings, we should learn to accept them as an unavoidable part of life. When we accept change and things beyond our control, we find inner peace and reduce anxiety. To practice acceptance, you need to recognize that life cannot always go as planned. Things that happen may be good or difficult, but every situation offers an opportunity to learn and grow. Live with an open attitude and always be ready to face challenges, as this is how you develop yourself and maintain calm in any situation. Part 3. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is one of the key lessons that Stoic philosophy offers, particularly through the teachings of Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers. In Stoicism, mindfulness is not just about focusing on the present, but about deeply understanding what is happening around us without being affected by the past or worrying about the future. Mindfulness helps us live fully in each moment, without being swept away by negative thoughts or unnecessary emotions. Seneca emphasizes that we need to pay attention to what is happening right now, as this is the only time we can truly live. Thoughts about the past or worries about the future only take away our peace in the present. When practicing mindfulness, we learn to observe and enjoy the small moments in everyday life. Whether it's a quiet morning or a simple meal, everything can become an opportunity to practice presence and appreciate life. This is how we maintain inner peace and master our emotions in all situations. Part 4. Cultivate resilience. In Stoic philosophy, resilience is one of the key lessons we need to develop in order to face life's challenges. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, teaches us that adversity is not something to be feared, but rather an opportunity to shape and improve ourselves. In Stoicism, challenges are an inevitable part of life and serve as a chance for growth. Resilience does not mean being unaffected by pain or difficulty, but it is the ability to stand firm in the face of adversity without letting hardships shake our faith or calm. Epictetus advises that how we respond to challenges is what matters most. Instead of worrying or feeling defeated by difficulties, We should view them as opportunities to learn and grow. Cultivating resilience is an ongoing process. It involves recognizing that every challenge brings a lesson and helps us mature. When facing hardships, we can train ourselves to persevere and maintain our stance. Resilience helps us navigate through life's storms without falling, enabling us to maintain calmness and confidence in every situation. Part 5. Choose your response. One of the profound lessons from Epictetus in Stoic philosophy is the power of choosing how to respond. While we cannot control all external events, we can fully control how we react to them. This is the key element that helps us maintain calmness and mastery over our emotions in any situation. Epictetus taught that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond to it. This means we have the power to choose our attitude and emotions in any situation. We cannot change the actions of others, but we can decide whether to let those actions affect our emotions and mental state. In life, challenges and difficulties will always arise, but the important thing is how we will react. Stoicism teaches us that the choice in how we respond is the key to maintaining inner peace. Instead of letting ourselves be swept away by negative emotions, we can choose to approach the situation rationally, find solutions, and maintain calmness in any circumstance. 6. Limit excessive desires. One of the important lessons in Stoic philosophy emphasized by Seneca is the limitation of excessive desires. Seneca believed that uncontrolled desires, such as the craving for wealth, fame, or material possessions, can cause us to lose inner peace and fall into a state of dissatisfaction. This is completely contrary to the Stoic ideal, where contentment comes not from external things but from within, from living a life of virtue and wisdom. In Stoicism, having too many desires not only fails to bring happiness but also leads to anxiety, stress, and a sense of lack. Seneca advises that instead of chasing things beyond our control, we should seek contentment in the simple things and in what is truly necessary to live a meaningful life. Limiting desires doesn't mean giving up everything, but rather learning how to know when enough is enough and finding peace in what we already have. Stoic philosophy teaches that when we learn to master our desires, we can live a freer life, no longer dependent on external things, and no longer feeling deprived. Part 7. Be virtuous, the Stoic spirit, as clearly expressed through the philosophies of Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, always emphasizes living according to virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues are not abstract concepts, but practical principles that help us maintain calm and improve ourselves in any situation. In Stoicism, wisdom is the foundation of all other virtues. Wisdom helps us understand the world around us and distinguish between what is important and what is not. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to face fear and overcome it. Justice calls us to act fairly and live in accordance with moral principles, while temperance helps us maintain moderation in our desires and emotions. When we apply these virtues to our lives, we find inner peace, because these virtues help us act with integrity and stay on the right path in every situation, especially when life becomes difficult. These virtues will serve as guiding principles that help us stay firm and maintain calmness in any circumstance. Part 8. Understand the transitory nature of life. One of the important lessons in Stoic philosophy, taught by Marcus Aurelius, is accepting the transitory and impermanent nature of life. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes that life is a continuous flow of changes, and if we understand this, it becomes easier to face any difficulties and challenges. Life is always changing. Nothing is permanent. Joyful moments will pass, and hardships will eventually end. What is important is that we should not cling to temporary things, but rather learn to accept them as part of life. It is this acceptance that helps us maintain inner peace, whether in favorable or challenging circumstances. Marcus Aurelius teaches that understanding the transitory nature of life allows us to live more serenely. When we realize that everything can change, we no longer feel anxious about things we cannot hold on to. This helps us become stronger and more resilient, because we know that even in hardships, bad things will pass and new opportunities will arise. Part 9. The value of gratitude. In Stoic philosophy, Seneca pointed out that gratitude is a powerful tool to maintain inner peace, especially when facing life's challenges. Seneca advises that we should be grateful not only for the good things in life, but also for the trials and difficulties, as they provide opportunities for learning and growth. Gratitude helps us shift our perspective on life. Instead of focusing on what we lack or on misfortune, we can look at everything through the lens of appreciation, recognizing that even in difficulties, there are things to be thankful for. These could be valuable lessons learned from challenges, meaningful relationships built during tough times, or simply the strength to stand firm and continue moving forward. Seneca emphasizes that gratitude is not just a response to easy moments, but a deep awareness of all the good things we have, whether big or small. When we are thankful for what we have, we no longer feel deprived or dissatisfied. Instead, we can find peace and happiness in the present moment. Part 10. Keep learning and growing in Stoic philosophy. Epictetus teaches that the path to inner calm is not a fixed destination, but an ongoing journey of self-improvement. According to Stoicism, life is a continuous process of learning and growth, and the commitment to self-improvement is the key to facing all of life's challenges with strength. Epictetus encourages us to never stop seeking wisdom and knowledge, as it is wisdom that guides us to maintain calm in all circumstances. In fact, Stoicism does not teach perfection, but rather continuous progress. Every day, we can learn from mistakes, challenges, and new experiences to become a better version of ourselves. Continuing to learn and grow not only helps us face difficulties, but also helps us realize that growth has no endpoint. Epictetus and other Stoic philosophers emphasize that learning is an essential part of life, as it not only enriches our knowledge, but also helps us mature spiritually, maintaining peace and resilience in life. Conclusion: Stoic philosophy offers us valuable lessons to maintain calmness and mastery over our emotions in a turbulent life. The 10 lessons we've explored from Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius are not just theoretical principles, but practical guidelines that help us live a peaceful life, free from unnecessary worries, from accepting what we cannot control, to practicing mindfulness, cultivating resilience, and patience. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what truly matters, master ourselves, and live according to moral virtues. These lessons not only help us overcome challenges, but also find contentment in the simple things in life. Stoicism is not about perfection. It is a continuous journey towards self-improvement. Stoics do not seek perfection, but constant progress. They understand that life is ever-changing, and true peace can only be found when we accept change, master our emotions, and live with integrity. Apply these Stoic lessons in your daily life to maintain calmness and live a more meaningful life, regardless of the difficulties and challenges you face. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found the lessons from Stoic philosophy helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss future videos from Wisdom Daily. Be sure to share this video with anyone who might be inspired by these lessons. Remember, inner peace is not out of reach. It is a continuous journey. Together, we will keep learning and growing every day. See you in the next video.